Hey the guys, the Asian guy here, and today I'm going to teach you how to get like 1.7 mods, 1.7.10 mods like all in one, so you don't have to go look around for every single mod online. And there are also some couple of optional mods that if you like you can have them installed as well. You don't really install them, you just move them into a folder. So I'm gonna explain what's in this pack that I zipped up, so maybe I'll add something later if I missed out. So once you open this, you get the forge. So basically you have to you gotta go Minecraft and you have to launch one new like plain. If you don't have 1.7.10 run already, you gotta run it once. So I forgot how to do it. Oh come on. Oh yeah, you gotta like run a new where is it? Yeah, you gotta run a new version of, you gotta do this like a clean version of 1.7.10 if you haven't like run any of them, like not even once, a version of 1.7.10. So you run it and you can like run the game, start the game, load to the menu screen, and then you can exit it. It's done. And you can run the forge 1.7.10, run it and install it. So if you follow the procedure, you can install the forge with no problem. After installing the forge, you can like go to the mods here. Okay, so I'll explain what mods will do what. And first of all, I will like launch my 1.7.10. Let me check for a while. Yeah, it should work. I'll talk about it when I got my Minecraft. Yeah, look at it, it launched like pretty quick because I have like a custom JVM argument. This thing really helps. I'll explain about that later because well, my friends from Zero to Hero requested again like how to add more RAM, because the RAM thing is pretty important to the Minecraft. If you have tons of mods and stuff loaded in and you play on like mini game server, you're gonna need like at least a couple of GB RAMs to do so. You might like be able to run with the default 1 GB RAM, but the thing is you are gonna get screen freeze once in a short while because of not enough RAM. So yeah, I've allocated myself like, oh come on, I think I have to go like Windows mode, right? Yeah, okay, I'll just explain like this. It's a bit weird, I know. So you see, I allocated myself like 4 GB of RAM, so it should be good. You see, okay, you see I'm in a void world. Look at this, this is just a void world and I'm already like using up almost like 800 MB. It's like almost 1 GB RAM already, so I think like 2 is like decent. Like 3 to 4 is like good if you have that amount of RAM in your PC. Yeah, so that's the RAM thing. I'll like teach you how to like add the how much you want. Okay, so I'll explain about the mods one by one. Okay, so first of all, if you want like all the I wanna like really explain. So if you see Optifine, I'm sure you know what's Optifine about. Optifine is like give you more video settings, more video settings, more detailed video settings, and you don't need to install Optifine like the usual way. You can just like move it into the mods folder in your Minecraft, like in the Minecraft mods folder. Look at this, this is my .minecraft, and if you install Forge and run the Forge version once, you're gonna get this mods folder, and you can just throw the Optifine in and it will work. You don't have to like install the Optifine like you usually do, because installing Optifine is for without Forge. So that's for Optifine. And Player API, I think it's gonna like help with I forget what it is, but I remember it's like quite important, so just move it in there. TCP NoDelay mod, it's gonna like give you better port registration on servers, you know. It's not really cheat, it's just like something disable, like the Nager algorithm that kind of like limits your upload thingy, like connection, like your upload connection. There's a lot to explain. It's about Regedit and stuff. So this is basically Regedit, but actually Regedit doesn't gives you like superhuman abilities. It's just like make your connection better, and you can like transfer more chunks of information here and there, so it'll be smoother. So this will help. TCP NoDelay mod, definitely you want it. And then FileZig mod is for like yeah, you use it like this, like you create a new module. I'll teach you here, and you go settings of the new module, and what you want to do is like, you don't need this, none, okay, good. Don't use the label, it's awful. Color, you can choose your own color, you can dig around with it a little bit, and go to items and add new item, FPS, CPS, everything, equipment, yeah, helmet, chest plate, everything, just server general, IP, ping, all the stuff that you really need. It's like all in one. I don't really like using the armor status thingy. I prefer FileZig because like I grew up with it. So but yeah, basically you do it like this, so it's pretty nice. And also there's a really like neat thing about this thing is like, if you add your friends with FileZig mod in Minecraft, if they are like in a different server, you can just join them straight up. If you open this thing, you don't have to go to your main menu to find it, which is nice. Display options, yeah, the thing I want to try out next time is this LED keyboard settings, which is very nice. Talk about it, like if you have like a chroma keyboard, then you can like mess with keys and stuff that responds to your Minecraft. And this is like all the text color and stuff that you need. You just really have to turn off like most of the things here. You dig around with yourself, but don't turn on this, because like once you port up, it's gonna give you like a weird tint to your screen. So just leave it be. Just leave the stuff at the display options be. You can like mess around with like your just mess with the colors and where is it? I forgot. Yeah, the mod scale, like how big you want your words to be. So that's for FileZig mod. It's gonna show up your potion effects, like how long the durations and stuff. And then another thing is toggle sprint. It's a neat little mod that everybody needs, because nobody will press on their sprint key forever. So this is a really self-explanatory thing. So how you configure it is like, you go to this tab. I don't know who made that. It's like stacked right on top the super secret settings. So I think you like touch it when you use it. Oh, come on, yeah, holy shit. So I don't like toggle sneak, so I have it turned off. And this is like where you adjust the location of the indicator, like you want it in the middle or anywhere you want. So I didn't mess with it, so it's like in the default place. It's at the top left corner. So turn it through. Double tapping, you don't want it, just keep it like usually, keep it like the original. You gotta want to show this. Yeah, you see it's gone now, so you want to show it out. You can like, if you are good enough, like you don't want to show it, you can do it too. Yeah, that's pretty nice. And now I got the super secret settings on. Okay, so Let's see how I solve this little problem. The thing is, when you have super secret settings on, you see this shader thing at the bottom there. Yeah, you're gonna like click on, you gotta turn on F3 and you click until that thing is gone. That's how I usually do it. So you see this little corner right there. Yeah, that's the super secret settings. Click until like the shader thing is gone. I don't know, but that's usually how I do it. Yeah, okay, it's gone now, so I'm glad. Okay, so there's some weird sound going on. Okay, let's move on. Now we got time changer. Okay, what does this do? Basically it allows you to set the time in arenas. Like if you want to play with sunset in like pod arenas, you can like slash sunset. Yeah, you see, but I think this sunset is like too dark, right? It's more closer to the night. Depends on your pack. It all depends on your pack's custom sky. So if you want day, yeah, you can put it to the day, and you can like put to the night. Yeah, so this is a really neat mod that I love, you know, because I love the custom sky a lot. And these are the mods that you really need. Then for optional mods, okay, so how do I say, full screen window? Yeah, okay, I really like the full screen window mod because I used to have two monitors, so like if I want to access my monitor, I can just press inventory. So whenever you have your cursor in your game, you know, because this is a FPS game, so you don't have a cursor, you can't move to your other screen. So if you just press escape, you get your cursor, and if you press E, you get your cursor. You can move to other screen. I don't have my other screen right now, so if you have this full screen window mod, you can just like do it, move to other screen, boom. Pretty nice, right? So it's very convenient, and you're in full screen mode, you don't have to tab out. You can just like move your cursor to other screen and do what you want. And for the keystrokes mod, this is the keystrokes mod / keystrokes mod. Yeah, so turn it off or turn it on, and rainbow, show mouse buttons, anything. You can move around too. Yeah, you can move it around, you put it wherever you want. Yeah, so it's a nice little mod that I like. For the motion blur mod, okay, for the motion blur mod, you / motion. Okay, let me show you. This is without motion blur. Let me put it to creative mode so I won't break anything. Yeah, okay, so look at my sword. It's not that smooth, right? I mean, like you can see really clear images. It's not that smooth when you fight. So what you do is motion blur 1. Okay, I like to set it to 1, so now it's like got like the after image thing. It will help. Something like resample to like fill in the gaps between each frame, so things will be smoother. This is like 3, so more after image. Let me put the max 10. Look at 10. Okay, boom. Yeah, this motion blur thing is also is related to your FPS. If you got low FPS like around 60 or 10, then it's not recommended to use it. Now I have like 600 or 400 usually. 1 looks good, 1 to 3 looks fine. Okay, it looks fine, right? So let me limit my FPS to like 70. Yeah, it looks really awful. I'm serious, like it's just like too hard to see when you are fighting in pod. You can't really see it now because you are standing still. So this keystrokes mod, I mean like motion blur mod, is a really nice thing. And also the motion blur mod does not work with some pack. The crosshair is gonna get messed up. Some packs, if they made a crosshair like certain types, like no layer or whatever thing, yeah, it wouldn't get messed up. So for this pack, it doesn't mess it up. On the way to it, I will explain the resource pack organizer. So what you press options resource pack, it's gonna take a long while to load because I have too much shit in there. Yeah, okay, so we are in here, the resource pack folder. So look, the resource pack organizer is gonna show up the packs that are in like double folder. I don't know why people zip it like this. We have to like extract and take out to use it, which is not really convenient. So I'll talk about that in another video. So what I mean is like some packs, let me show you. Some packs is like yeah, like this for the barrel 07. Yeah, look at this, it's zip in another folder, so you can't find it if you don't have this resource pack organizer. You gotta like drag out this folder to the resource pack, which is pretty dumb, I think. So what if you want to make packs, please just zip, you select this tree and you just straight up add to archive and zip it up, and it will turn out like a zip file, and you don't have to extract it to use it. So and with refresh, so you add a new pack, you don't have to like press close it off, you can just refresh and your new pack will load up. And this is like how you sort, how you see, and this is how you find your pack. Like I want to find my vaporwave pack. Yeah, look at this, it's a neat little mod. And let me show you like one of the packs that the thing wouldn't work. Okay, I found an example for this R-Bars pack, the Steam B remake. The motion blur wouldn't work with it. I'll show you in a second. Okay, so for the motion blur, I wanna like make it bigger. Yeah, look at this. If I put on motion blur, you see, look at the crosshair, it's gonna get messed up. Yeah, if I turn it off and it's gone. You can have this mod in your mods folder, but if you don't activate it, then packs without like the proper crosshair wouldn't get messed up. It's okay as long as you don't activate it. So that's for the little motion blur mod, and those are all the mods I want to talk about and nothing much. So I guess that's for the video. And if you guys want to see how to add more RAM to your Minecraft, so I will just do it right now. So I'll put up my long ass JVM argument. This one is I found on a thread online, and it claims that it's gonna give you like smoother gameplay. I think it's legit actually. This thing is actually pretty important. So let me show you. So like I said, a normal JVM argument is always gonna give you like 1 GB. Look at this, it is always 1 GB. If you have like 8 GB of RAM, you're gonna use more of that. So turn it on and you can like change this 1 GB to 3 or 4. Okay, so that's done. Just save it and you launch it. It's gonna like show up 4 GB. Yeah, it works like this. Okay, so all you have to do with this JVM arguments, you just have to change the value at the first one. So just launch it up. Oh yeah, okay, I gotta like turn it off and start anyway. Okay, so it's starting up. Oh come on, what have I done? 2G, right? Oh, you can't like put it more to. Yeah, okay, that you gotta change this too. Yeah, I think that's it. It should be good now. Yeah, you gotta change both of it because like this is a different JVM argument. If it's like a default one, you can just change the first one. Yeah, so it launches now. I have allocated 2 GB, only 2 GB of RAM to it, so you can like put as much as you want because like depends on the amount of RAM you have anyways. Yeah, so oh god, Okay, so I hope you enjoy this pack of stuff, because I put it together so you don't have to like find it all over the world. Come on, launch faster, boy. Yeah, it's gonna turn out good. And the mods I pack in, it's not gonna take away a lot of performance. It's just really light processors. Okay, so now I'll show you the, oh come on, this shit again. Oh come on. Yeah. Okay, so currently I have like 2 GB of RAM allocated to it. As promised, it's not gonna give me like exactly 2 GB. It's gonna allocate 1.9 GB of RAM. I don't get it why, but it's just like that. But okay, you see, we are only using less percent of it because you have more RAM allocated to it, so it's gonna give you a smoother gameplay experience, like less screen freeze and stuff. Yeah, so hope you learn something from the video and like understand more of Minecraft and enjoy your PvP experience. And goodbye.